Up, baby. Let's get it. Let's go, Titans Nation. Let's blow out the Jaguars. See ya. Bye. I couldn't believe for a second after that, man. It was
Very nice. I liked it, man.
so I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit about the NFL Combine as well.
Okay.
So what I saw today, I saw some receivers doing the 40-yard dash, which was impressive. I really want to draft. Who is that? Tight end that plays for. Um, I really want to get an offensive tackle too. Do you think Taylor Long will be gone?
Um, that one's hard to say. He might. To be honest, he might. I know last year everyone was saying that he was probably going to be gone, but I mean, he is injury prone. As you've seen, but I mean, there's times where he shows up and does his job, except the first game of the season last year. But he is injury prone and he is getting there up there in age and stuff. So maybe we're looking to at least get some backup on offensive line because that's most.
Roger Saffold will be gone for sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
No.
That was actually an awesome interview with Drew Bennett. I was watching that last night, and I heard something where he said wide receivers and quarterbacks are on the same page. That was a true fact.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's watching right now, please comment in the chat.
Yeah, let's get some comments. Whoa, there's Haley. Okay. She's everywhere, man. She's everywhere.
She's always I've been on her I was live with her the other night, right? And I'm sorry, man, my phone just went completely dead.
It's okay, buddy. That's fine. We're here. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
We're here and we rocking it, man.
So, will you tell me about the episode you did with Drew Bennett?
Yeah, man. I mean, Drew's a really cool person, really down to earth, kind of low key, and just listening to his story and stuff. It's actually it's pretty interesting just to think about that he was. Again, he didn't get selected in the draft. He went undrafted from UCLA, and he made a name for himself. Especially those undrafted, you have to you have to show those undrafted free agents, right? That don't get drafted. They work a little bit harder. They play a little bit with a chip on their shoulder the whole time. And he said that that's what he did technically for his whole career, is playing with the chip on his shoulder and stuff like that. And any play could be his last play. So the fact that he had that, and I mean, he was one of the top fan favorites, wide receiver in Tennessee Titans history. So really, really, really cool guy, man.
So, was he one of your favorite wide receivers in Titans history?
In Titans history, yeah. I mean, if you think about like back in the day, I was a big fan of. I like Derek Mason a lot. Derek Mason was fun to watch. Drew Bennett was another.
But Derek Mason is no AJ Brown. I promise you that.
Oh no, you don't have to promise me that, my friend. I know that for a fact. I mean, we haven't had a AJ Brown, a type wide receiver, I think, in history in the Tennessee Titans. I mean, we had some decent receivers, but nothing with the potential that AJ Brown has. So
Brown is stud all over the field.
that is true, 100%. And hey, man, I like that. I like your shirt, the 2K one. The sorry, who's your all-time favorite runner?
So I'm actually alright. Henry's got a question for you right now.
Oh man, I have to answer this. Mark Mariani. Oh wait, she said who is your favorite punter? Oh, I thought she said punt returner, wide receiver. Okay. I would Brett Kern. Brett Kern. How can you not go with it, Miss Thornhill? I mean, he's he's a stud.
He's arguably the best punter of all time.
Facts, no paper.
So who is your favorite wide receiver of all time for the Titans?
As of right now, I can't argue. I have to. I would say AJ Brown. Like I said, there's some of them that I enjoy watching, but AJ Brown is just on another level.
I love me some AJ Brown.
Definitely.
That's
Likewise.
my guy.
You know who also likes AJ Brown is Kiwi. You know Kiwi?
I actually have a shirt of AJ Brown.
Oh yeah.
I just I ordered it on New Year's Eve, but
Okay.
I didn't receive it until my birthday, which was kind of weird, but it took a while to get in. So,
That's all right. As long
um,
as you got it, right? You got it. There you go.
yeah, I heard today when you were texting me, you had something for me.
Oh yeah,
Um,
man. Yeah, we got some. I was just trying to get your shirt size and stuff. Maybe I'll send you a Mr. Titan shirt, man.
he, okay, I like that.
Yeah, definitely, buddy. We'll definitely. I'll get
Let
you.
me ask you. Let me ask you a good question. Do you think Tannehill will lead us to a Super Bowl next year?
Uh,
Question.
I hope so. Can he? That's the problem. Is can he play um, careless free football in the playoffs? I hope so. Again, whoever's under center is going to be my quarterback, regardless. Now, a lot of people say they can't, but I mean, he still has a little bit to prove, and
Like
hopefully, what's up?
Mr. Titan Haley was saying the same thing on the Titans and Truth show last night. Um, she actually said Tannehill could get us to a Super Bowl, and he's gonna be my quarterback.
Well, that's the mindset because we're gonna be with him next year anyway. So, I mean, I just don't understand these people, getting on
I,
Tannehill about
I
that.
don't understand why people are giving up on.
I don't know. They stuck with Mariota, and they're quicker to stick with Mariota than Tannehill, which is mind blowing.
Well, I thought Mariota was gonna be the guy, but Tannehill just took over and he led this team to a AFC championship 2 years ago.
Yep. So I mean, I don't think that he can't lead us back into the AFC Championship. It's just can he get us there to the Super Bowl? I don't have the answer. I mean, we have to see it once it happens. Hopefully next year.
So What I said before, he needs a running back to take the whole game over, like Derrick Henry. He needs the king to take the whole game over, and it's pretty interesting what I said the first show I had, which was pretty interesting. I said something the king needs to take the game over, and so that way we don't force too many turnovers and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So was that a good point or
I agree. It has to be a little bit balanced, but you have a good point there. You want to have that running attack that every time he gets the ball, it's positive yards, not negative yards. But at the same time, the wide receivers have to be open, have to have separation, have to catch the ball as well, and the play calling has to be on par. The offensive line, so it's kind of it's a collective group. It's there's multiple things that need to happen for that team to get going and stuff. And it starts with the offensive line. The offensive line needs to start good. And then after that, Tannehill has to make his reads and make sure he can pick up a blitz or not. And if it's
um
I mean, he has to find the holes. And if it's, the wide receivers, they need to create separation and they have to catch the ball at the end. So,
I like that point.
yeah. So it's like I said, it doesn't fall on one person. That's why I didn't understand people getting mad at Tannehill for. I mean, yeah, he threw in a tight it's a tight space, but at the end, I mean, if you guys take care of the ball, if we had good play calling, if there was a couple of plays that went our way, if we didn't go for 2 points, I mean, we wouldn't have to be in that situation where you know we're trying to come back and try to force the ball, and that's what happens when you give Tannehill that window where he has to force things in. I mean, we saw in the first game in the Houston
I
Texans, he was forcing things in there and getting picked off.
um Mr. Titan, I also said this, if that was Julio Johnson triple coverage he would have called it.
Um, Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? I mean, we can only say, hey, if you throw it into Julio Jones, who had a couple targets, who had a really good game compared to a player that was his first target, rookie wide receiver, getting targeted in the last play of a game, a playoff potential game. It's hard to say, but again, that falls on the quarterback and it falls on the play calling too. Like, why is Julio Jones on the sideline on our biggest drive in the playoffs? No, it's a lot. It's a lot that
But
you can break down.
I I get it, man. I get it. That made me kind of frustrated when he was on the sideline in the last play of the game, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Haley has another good question for you, man. She said, "What is your favorite game?" Um,
You ever went to at Nissan Stadium? There's several. I mean, there's several. There's been the game I went to against the Chargers that we played the Chargers a couple of years ago. It was Jeffrey Simmons' first game. That goal line stance when what's his name fumbled it and the Titans picked it up. I remember that. That was a really good game. There's what other game that I went to? I mean, the Monday night football game that I went to, the hot dog. I mean, it just there was so much, just so many good memories in the Monday night game. Again, another goal line stands technically to seal the game, beat the Bills. The Houston Texan game was really important, really cool for me as well. The game wasn't good the first because we lost to the Houston Texans and it was raining. But I got to meet a couple of the players. I saw Gerald McGrath again. I sat with him, and then I had a chance to sit in the suite with Bo
she
Skate.
said she was there.
What's up?
She said she was there. She said
Which
she
one?
was there at the
Oh, yeah,
game.
all of them. She probably goes there, catfish. Let me see. Okay, 9%. Yeah, she probably she goes to a lot of the games, so she probably went to
I'm looking forward to going to a game next year as well.
definitely, man. I do throw an event, uh, home opener. I usually throw an event. I had it last year. It's called the Mr. Titan Hangout, Mr. Titan event. And what I usually try to do, Bryce, I usually try to get a couple former players to go. We go to a restaurant, and it's basically a nice little event with all the Titan fans and stuff like that. It's usually a Saturday right before the Sunday game, and last year I had Dexter McCluster. You remember him? He used to play for the Titans, running back. So I had Dexter McCluster and I had Gerald McGrath. Unfortunately, Gerald couldn't make it. He got sick.
I would like to try to get Joe McGrath on the show.
I'll talk to him. I'll get him on, buddy.
Alright. Alright. So what I'm gonna do, okay, is I'm gonna pick your brain about the NFL Combine today. So what I saw um in the NFL Combine, I saw some speedy receivers, one in the 40-yard dash right, and it stood out to me that the Tennessee Volunteers wide receiver wants to stay in Tennessee. I actually messaged Haley today, and I um I asked her what she thought about that one.
What'd she say? She like him?
She said I would love that.
Yeah. I think he did 4.2 or something. He did. I mean, it was up there in speed. I remember I saw a clip of his speed. Especially, we need
Did
someone.
you
What's up?
did you see the retweet where I tweeted it on Twitter?
I believe so. I think I retweeted it.
You're not sure.
Try to see now. Would you retweet?
Um,
Would you retweet?
I I also retweeted another guy that was in the NFL Combine today as well. I'm always on Twitter. On Twitter, um, there's nothing about it like Titans Twitter.
And you being social on Twitter is somebody being social on Twitter. I love you.
It's true. I mean, that Twitter, man. I can,
Social.
yeah, I can spend hours on it.
Oh, we can too.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's fun. It's, there's some good people. There's some good people over there
Yeah,
in
that's
Twitter.
what we are. I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
There really is, man.
yeah.
No doubt about it.
And I mean, again, that's where I met you, Bryce. So I'm glad I do have a Twitter and I get to interact with
I'm
people like
I
you.
very,
like some good people, man. You
I'm,
won't find nobody better but Haley. Haley's good people too. I
Yeah,
like them.
yeah. She's a little bit like my secretary. She's cool.
She's something else to tell you. She a go getter.
Yeah, she
If you
is.
don't got it, she'll get it.
Yep, that's 100%. Me and her kind of work
uh,
together on
Oh,
doing
you
things. Yeah,
did?
especially
Wow.
for
I didn't. Did you know that, Bryce?
no.
Well, you do now. See, we learned something new today.
So, what time are you gonna go to work, man?
I go to work at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
what do you do? Plane? Because
yeah.
that's what I would be doing and cleaning office buildings at 2:30 in the morning.
No, I work in the airport. I work for
Oh, okay, I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I gotta be. I'm always up. I'm always up though. I have 2 kids too, so it's always
You
it's
got
always.
three. Doesn't she have 3 kids?
Oh, Haley, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. She's a busy bee, I tell you.
Oh yeah.
But she's young too. I can
Yeah.
remember being when I was young.
I think she didn't have cable for a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
That's funny.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I
that's
joke
funny.
around with Haley all the time.
She's gonna get you for that.
Good.
She
Is
probably
she?
will. She probably will. If she's hearing it, man. If she's watching, Bryce, she's laughing right now, just like you.
Good, good. That's what we want. We love to laugh, don't we, Bryce?
I love
Let's
laughing.
get ourselves.
I always I always tweet something funny on Twitter. I told her to make her hair blue right before the football season started.
I agree. I think blue would be her color.
Oh my goodness.
It would be awesome.
Definitely.
How would do your hair blue? Two-tone blue.
So there we go.
And your arms. And your forehead.
No,
Uh-huh. And your teeth. They got blue red down for your teeth. It's called Titan Blue. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. And get rich. Right?
um, it's always a good time to laugh.
Always, 100%. It's the best type of medicine, man.
You know where they got the tweet off the? I don't know if you've ever heard it. It's rocking in the treetops all day long. Na, singing my song. My mom, tweet. Your mama stinks. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, of course.
I wonder if that's where I got Twitter from. That tweeting song.
I don't know
I
how.
mean,
That
that's quite crazy.
to be honest with you.
I think
I,
it is.
I actually joined Twitter about a year ago.
I'm not on Twitter.
Me too.
I guess I'm on Twitter now, though, aren't I, Bryce?
No,
Well, you're on your phone.
I'm on my
Your account. Okay, I got you.
my Google account.
Okay. I'm not on Facebook or any of that anymore. I just don't.
You,
I get all the information from Bryce I need.
There you go.
He's all birds.
so I actually got the new wheelchair about 2 months ago,
Okay.
and it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
It can fly down the road.
Oh man, you'll be speeding, huh? Be careful. Don't hit anyone. All right.
I
Fast and the Furious. Be careful. All right. You don't want to hit anybody with that. What's your top speed that you go?
6 miles per hour.
That's faster than I run. That's pretty good.
So, Mr. Titan, I want to ask you this. Who would you want in a draft this year?
One guy I have been looking at, because obviously we're gonna need
A tight end?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who do you want for tight end? I'll tell you mine once you tell me yours. Let's see if
I want Trey.
Right. Yes, sir. Absolutely, 100%. I'm on board with you on that one.
I asked Haley that yesterday. She said it as well.
Yeah, she didn't know. But yeah, Trey. I think Trey McBride is nice. He's 6'4". He has some speed to him, and definitely could block. So would hopefully
Kind of similar to Johnny Smith.
What happened with Johnny Smith?
But Johnny Smith can't block as good.
Yeah, but neither can Swang and the other guy.
Pruitt.
Yeah.
Michael Pruitt.
Pruitt was good, but he wasn't going to be we need a top number one, tight end. All those guys that they had yesterday. I mean, last year that we kept on kind of switching on and off. They were decent. They were good backup tight ends, but they were not tier ones, tier twos. There were 3 and 4 tight ends. I mean, they just again, it's all about how you use them. I mean, we used them well for what it was, but yeah,
Hey man,
I
so can we go for another 20 minutes?
hey man, you can go. We can go as long as you want, buddy. But just give me a second. Let me get my charger because I'm at 4%. Give me a second.
Hey, we asked you a question again.
She's all full of questions today, huh? Give me a second, buddy.
Mine has to be Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith was a pretty good offensive coordinator for the Titans, and also he actually was the Titans coach 3 years ago. And
Sorry, I'm getting the charger. Let's see. Can't find the extension cord. All right, we might just have to move this close. I'm gonna take off this.
so, Mr. Titan, is everything okay back there?
Yeah, I just never lost my charge. Hold on. Oh, we're good. We're gonna be good in 2 seconds. Promise.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Are you good now?
Let's see. His charger. Yep, we're good, baby. Let's go. Sorry about that.
Who is your favorite offensive coordinator for the Titans?
For the Titans. Les Steckel was good. He was. Chris Sanders always talked about him. Had nothing but good words, kind words to say about Les. So, but offensive coordinator. I mean, we had so many, right? We had. I mean, I liked Arthur Smith. I thought what he knew exactly how to call the plays and knew exactly what we could do with the team.
I always I just said August Smith was one of my favorites.
Well, there you go. Great minds thinking like Bryce. I agree.
Um, um, so Mr. Titan, so I have seen some really good offensive coordinators. And are you excited about the Tim Kelly part for this year?
I think so because I mean look what happened with Jim Schwartz and all that. Like I think he really showed what it's like to have like that back, just that the other part of a defensive mind coach behind your defensive coordinator. I think with Tim Kelly coming in, he could really help our offensive coordinator maybe see things that maybe he didn't see that the Titans had, and maybe open up his playbook just a tad bit. Because there was times where our offensive plays were very predictable and kind of bit us in the butt.
That's a good point right there for sure.
Remember the playoff game against the Bengals. They knew exactly that we're going to throw that screen, and they got picked off. So the fact that the defense knew before the play was happening, You're being too predictable.
Actually, the Bengals knew that where Tannehill was actually throwing it to.
Yep. They knew
Um,
exactly what he was gonna do.
and Tannehill just didn't make the right angle.
We should have just ran it.
He should have switched the audible. He should have changed the play at the line. Um, I wouldn't have been up. I wouldn't have been upset with that. I would have been happy with it.
Yeah, I would have been happy with running the ball all 4 times.
Every time, every time I see AJ Brown score a touchdown, it's I call him the big looking play, AJ Brown.
Definitely.
Do you like that nickname?
I like it. I think you should tweet him. Might change his name.
Um, I would love to get AJ Brown on the show.
That'll be a cool get.
That would be awesome.
Maybe we work something out. Maybe we can see what we can do, who we can reach out, you know?
Um, have you actually talked to AJ Brown before?
Nope, never.
How do you get to interact with the players and stuff like that? It,
Um to be honest with you, most of it comes from um knowing someone that knows someone, for the most part now, I've kind of built that resume where I have several players' numbers. I have several players that know me, and it doesn't hurt to ask a player to ask another player to come on. That's how I got Drew Bennett, and I got it from Justin McCarron's. Justin McCarron's texted me, and I was like, hey, you know I know he talks to Drew a lot, and I'm like, hey, can you message?
I
Can you?
wish I wish the true legend was still alive, Stephen Nair, which that one hurt.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, Stephen
True
Nair, and Kurdish people. Yeah,
legend, man, true legend for sure. And
and Kurdish people.
actually, man, um, so when the next quarterback came in, uh, it was kind of obvious how, well, I'm not saying this to disagree with you. I just want to say this real quick. I think Jeff Fisher hated Vince Young.
Um, yeah. I don't think there was. Uh, yeah, I think there were some. So it's weird. Like I agree with you. I think there he had issues with Vince Young, but I think Vince Young was a big problem too. Coming from you know being the Longhorns, never losing, winning a national championship, he had that kind of like that big headed uh, attitude. He thought this and
And
that. So
and the funny thing about it, Vince Young is a winning quarterback.
yeah, definitely. I mean, he was. Vince is he's a
Hey,
he's a cool
hey,
guy.
you got any more questions for Mr. Titan?
Haley, you got any more? Knock him out of the park. Wow, Bryce, you finally did it. You silenced her. That's surprising.
Is it all? Is it all good? I actually like your background, by the way.
Thank you, bud. Yeah, I have a mix of two. I have the Tennessee was all my Titan stuff, right? And then I have the oh no. Oh man, they got onto me, Bryce. Ti- Titans, Titans, Titans Nation got on to Mr. Titan for this one. This was I was in hot water for a little bit.
I actually commented on there as well. I said something like he's the best mascot in the league.
And I said he was the worst.
Y'all having fun on that, ain't you? I'm gonna laugh too.
Oh no, people came after me because I said I didn't want the raccoon as a mascot. They wanted me dead, Bryce. They were coming after me.
Oh
Yeah, it was bad. That was the
But
first.
I didn't come after you though.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
I just said it
no.
because he actually did something for me 2 years ago when I wasn't in school, right? And he took a autograph photo and signed it, which was
Cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, real nice. Yeah, so I did an apology. I did an apology tweet, and I tagged the raccoon.
Raccoon.
And,
You're coming over.
yeah,
Joke
It's actually a pretty cool thing to do with the mascot.
Raccoon?
A raccoon,
What's
yeah.
wrong with the raccoon? I'm missing the joke.
I don't know. T-Rack.
Huh?
T-Rack.
What's our? I don't even know what our. Gosh, my memory's going. See, never mind. Forget it. It's gone.
Are you missing
I don't
out?
know what mascot is now.
Can you hear me okay?
perfect.
Um, so what's your initial thoughts on Derrick Henry this upcoming season?
Well, he's getting older. You know, running backs don't last very long in the NFL, and injuries set people off. So, you know, we only saw we only saw him that playoff game, and to be honest with you, he didn't look playoff ready. He didn't. He looked a little bit timid running. So again, we don't know. You know, we don't know if the injury has mentally done something, or if like how he is. You know how Derrick Henry is. He kind of takes his time on it takes him a little bit to start to get going. So I don't know.
Said, what's your thoughts on
Oh, the boys, Bussing with the Boys. I love that podcast. You like Bussing with the Boys?
I actually watched some of it today where he put an episode out with who was it? Have you watched it?
Yeah, yeah. You mean the new Bussing with the Boys, the new with the hockey player?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It was actually pretty hilarious.
They're funny. Will and Taylor are pretty funny guys.
I just literally died laughing.
Did you?
Uh, how did that episode go last week with the content creator of the Bussin' with the Boys?
Yeah, JP Hovey. Yeah, he's a real cool kid. He's young. He's like 26. It went well. It really went well, and got some good, behind the scenes kind of type stuff. What a lot of people don't realize that goes into that show, and how many people actually work behind the scenes and stuff. You know, it's not only Will and Taylor and stuff like that. It's other people
and,
behind the camera and stuff. So it was
and
good.
I don't think Derrick Henry will be able to reach 2,000 yards again.
Yeah, it hasn't happened ever. I mean, in history, I think I don't think no one's ever had back to back 2K rushing yards. Usually, when they hit that 2K,
But I wish he would have got it this season of this past season. So,
it could have been possible.
hey, you got any more questions for Mr. Titan?
Come on, shoot him out. Shoot him. Nice.
What What's your thoughts on bringing Foreman back?
I like Deontay Foreman. I liked him when he played for us a couple years back. I think he's a nice little him and Henry together. It's a nice 1-2 punch. I don't really care for Darrington Evans anymore. I think Darrington Evans, just let him play PlayStation. That's what he likes to do. He likes to play PlayStation Live, and he's too injury prone. I don't think I think they're gonna give him one more chance, but I'm kind of over him.
Hey,
I'm ready to move on.
hey, Mr. Titan, I want to say this right now. One thing right now.
Say it. Let's hear it.
He needs to be on the field and stop lacking a lot of injuries.
I agree with you 100% there, Bryce. Let's make a video and tell him stop playing PlayStation.
It was actually fun to watch Derrick Henry at the beginning of the season. So I kind of want to go with you for about an hour. Is that okay?
Whatever you want, buddy.
Um, I I kind of liked watching Derrick Henry at the beginning of the season. He was on an unbelievable pace. Man, it was so much to do.
There was a lot of potential. Yeah, he started off the season very well,
He
running
could
the ball really good.
he could have broke the all-time rushing in a single season, and he also could have broke the touches as well, and also what was it? Receiving yards and touchdowns.
I don't know about the receiving because I think that one goes to for if we talking about Titans, that goes to Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson was a beast with receptions.
Chris Johnson was one hell of a player, man.
Absolutely, 100%. Oh, she said, "I love you, Bryce." There you go, Bryce.
Thank you. Love you too.
There you go.
Mr. Titan, I just want to ask you this real quick. Have you actually did an interview with Chris Johnson yet?
I sort of. I met him in person a couple times. Um, I went to. That's where I got this picture. Hold on, I'll show you right now. Right here. If you see that, wait, hold on.
I can't see it
Yeah.
like now. I can.
So he signed that photo for me. He actually had a coffee shop in Florida, and I went to the grand opening. So I
What's the time you drove to meet CJ?
yep. Oh,
She asked a question.
I gotta answer it now. Yeah, it was 15 hours, Bryce. I drove from Dallas, Texas, where I live, all the way to Claremont, Florida. Um, for the grand opening to see Chris Johnson, and I did a little interview. It was like a mini interview that he was sitting in the coffee shop with me.
I actually watched it today. It was pretty funny what he said.
He didn't want he said he was happy with not playing 17 games in a season.
Mr. Titan, you want to know how many videos I liked on YouTube?
Let's hear it.
Over 1,000.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
And I'm also gonna start. I'm also gonna start getting more people on the channel.
Yeah, it just like I said, it's you just go with the flow, and the most important thing is to have fun and connect with people. I think that's where I took out of this again, meeting Haley, meeting you.
Hey man, just
So
reach out to me. I'm very active on Twitter. I always retweet awesome stuff.
100%.
I think I'm closing in on 2,000 tweets.
Nice. Let you go. You are active.
Um, so what I want to go into for next season. Here, let's start a season prediction. What's your season prediction? And I'll answer that as well. What is your season prediction record for next year?
Um, that one, I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's actually a really hard question because if you think about it, there's so much before that. Like free agency. Who we get in the draft, who we let go, who we pick up, and the schedule. Who we play. Do we have an early
Oh,
bye?
wait, you have the Dallas Cowboys.
We play the Oh yeah, we play the Cowboys in Nissan Stadium.
Ask Haley if she's going to that game as well.
Hey Haley, you going to that game as well or what? Hot dog.
I hate the Cowboys more than any team.
Do you?
Yes.
Look at this, Bryce. Let me show you something. So
Um,
I went to. You remember a couple years back, 2018. We played. We played the Cowboys over here in Dallas. Look, that's the only Cowboys thing I have. But look at the score. 28-14, Tennessee Titans. I put an X on the star and everything. You like
oh,
that, huh? They gave me that at the game, and I got a permanent
you should have drew a Titans logo over it.
maybe I'll do that later. But yeah, I put the score. I went with one of my friends who's a big time Cowboy fan, and he was upset that
Mr. Titan, I will definitely look forward to going to the Cowboys game next year. It's gonna be awesome. I want to see Nissan Stadium get rocking.
Nissan Stadium will be rocking. That's for sure.
Um, Mr. Titan, I have some more questions for you, man.
Go
What
ahead.
other games are you thinking about going to next year?
Just depends. It really depends on how everything plays out. But for the most part, I'll probably be going to the home opener because I have my event the day before. And then maybe a game or two in October. I like going in October because it's not too hot like the home opener. It's nice and cool. starts cooling down. So it's nice to be out in Nissan Stadium.
Yeah.
You know.
Um, it would be awesome to go. I would really love it. About 2 years ago, my friend was gonna take me to a game, and when COVID was going on, I decided to go somewhere and eat and watch the game,
Okay.
which is pretty awesome. And I do have some more questions. Um, let me think here. Um, I I want to ask you. You told the Cowboy fans to tighten up.
Yeah, they weren't happy. Um, they weren't happy with me. They were actually, if you remember that game, the Titans weren't doing so well in the first half, and all the Cowboys fans next to me were jumping up, screaming, half-eyeing each other. There was no Titan fan on my side, and
Hey, you got to watch my YouTube channel right now.
what's up?
She said, we are gonna get you there. And she also said Mr. Titan is gonna help.
100%.
Who said that?
Um, it
Who
will be.
said that?
She did.
Who?
She said it on my YouTube
Oh, you
view.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already spoke to her, and things are in motion, my friend.
I didn't think you were supposed to know about it, boy.
Hey man, it's always funny to chat with Haley. She's hilarious.
And easy going. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
she
like
sends
that.
some bizarre things, but she's funny.
No doubt. But still, she's something else, I tell you.
That she is.
She'd come to my party anytime.
She's
There we
so
go.
hilarious.
Well, I want you
It's
guys to
so,
come. I want you guys to come to my party.
Okay.
There you
Hey,
go, everyone.
everyone. Everybody.
I live in East Tennessee.
Hey, just let us know when it is and we'll sure try.
There we
If
go.
not,
I live in Dallas, Texas, but I'll fly. I usually fly to Nashville.
really.
Yeah, I usually fly to Nashville. Last year I did it was called a Mr.Titan event, and we had it in Hendersonville.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we basically set up. We rented the whole back lot of a restaurant, and we had everyone that were Titan fans were all invited, and I had several Titan players come, and we did raffles, and we got to hang out and eat and see players. It was good. So I would love to.
Was I sign your Titan memorabilia?
Just,
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Titan, let me know. Let me know, okay, man?
Because we can't be there in person. Just have a phone on somewhere, and we'll be at the party.
Just record some videos and I'll retweet them.
So we'll sure try to be there.
Look, I'll send you. But after we're done with this, I'll send you the little mini video that they actually did, and I'll show you just like the video of the event. It's like I think it's like 3 or 4 minutes long, but again,
It don't matter. He'll watch it about 5, 6 times. He loves that stuff. Anything Titans, he loves.
there we go. That's awesome.
He should actually pee double blue. He don't.
I actually want to say, I want to say something about Gerald McGrath. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah. Me and Gerald, yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's real humble, real cool. We went. Sorry, my kids are coming. Hey, can someone get him?
You're still getting your haircut.
Sorry.
Man, I gotta get a haircut.
Got to get a haircut.
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
too, man. Look at my
Right.
hair. Luckily for me, I
Oh,
wear.
where's that?
Right here. Right here. Right here. Calm down. Calm down. Calm
I
down.
got mine on as well.
There you. Oh, look at you. Okay, yeah. I used the hat to cover my bad hair.
That's what we did today, yesterday at the doctor.
Yeah, a lot of people. When I showed up to my event, I took off my hat and I walked around, and people didn't recognize me unless I had the hat on because I
Wow.
do I do all my videos with my hat on, so a lot of people don't know
Hey,
I actually have hair.
hey man, I try to do it with a hat on. It's kind of hard for me to see
Well,
with
here you
the
go.
hat on.
Let's fix it then. There you go.
There you go.
He's always
Hi, buddy.
We're not going to shave him bald or nothing like that. He already told me that way.
I was saying hi to your son.
yeah. He's always look. He's always doing something. Always doing something.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he sees the camera and he's running right to it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. He like his daddy.
Hey, you got any more questions for me and Mr. Titan? Um,
Well, Miss Haley, I said hi.
my
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth said hi.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Hey man, I actually have a few live reactions of the Rams game, which was kind of obvious. I was screaming, yelling, and all kinds of stuff. I
Oh yeah.
was I was on Jeffrey Simmons the whole time. He was unbelievable. That guy right there is a stud all on the field.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons is he is a beast. Hopefully, that's another player that right now we're trying to work on
I
getting.
know it's a extension.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
AJ Brown will be a Titan for a long time, so don't worry about that. AJ been looking play Brown. That's my guy. Are you actually watching that video of Drew Bennett?
Which video?
Are you still watching that on the TV in the garage?
Oh, this is a. It just I just had something playing because I don't really like the black TV just on, so I just decided to put some. I tried to put a Titan symbol, but it didn't work. So I just have the. Right now, it's the Bussin' with the Boys episode.
Lamb Haley said hi. She's always active on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
It's
she works hard in that. But
it's a
it's surprising because I mean she works so hard too. So like, like she's always. I think she's always at work, and so it's pretty nuts.
I understand she has kids too and
Definitely.
stuff like that. But I always like talking to her. I always like reacting with her. I had her on the show Monday, which was pretty awesome. She actually shared it out on Twitter, and I hit 20 views on it.
Nice.
So,
I'll retweet it and get more. I got you, Brad.
and she's the only one watching right now, which is kind of funny. Hey man, I never did an owl episode, but it's all good.
Hey, let's
I
keep it
did.
going, man. Let's get it to 1 hour at least. Let's go. We got 15 seconds.
What's your favorite food in Nashville?
Ooh, all right. Let me tell you, Bryce. I'm a fatty man. I love eating, so like I like to eat anything. But I usually there's a spot in Broadway. I mean, you can't go wrong with Martin Barbecue. I like Martin's Barbecue. I like Florida Georgia Line has really good mac and cheese. I mean, it's bread. It's covered with like some like I think like breadcrumbs or something with chicken. Hey, can you relax? And that's really good. Um, I'm a sucker for White Castles. I mean, I was born in Jersey, so we don't really have White Castles here in Jersey. I mean, in Texas, so I have to pick up some White Castles. So like I said, I can
Um,
eat anything, man.
do you like the buffalo chicken wrap?
Ooh, yeah, you know it, man. Is that your favorite?
I never ate it before, but I will for sure this year.
Definitely, you should try it out.
The next time we talk, I I'm just gonna make a joke real quick. The next time we talk, man, will you send me one?
You want a buffalo wrap? Send it right on the way, man. Just give me your address and my I'll
David said I told you I would watch. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot to me. And please retweet the channel. I mean, retweet the show out and share it out on your Twitter page and get more people to show up in the channel. Please and thank you. And Mr. Titan, I have one last question for you.
let's do it.
And then I'm gonna get out of here.
All right.
What's your final thoughts on the uh, on the off season this year?
Well, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and J. Rob knows it. Mike Rabel knows it. We gotta
That
see it. You know.
Amy Adams, Trump knows it.
Yep. Definitely. So, um, that being said, hopefully they can get to work because we're right there, man. We're on that verge of getting a Super Bowl. This team.
Well, right there for sure. That's a for sure thing right there.
Absolutely, man.
And I actually want the Titans to get Julio Jones more involved in the offense next year.
Oh,
Um,
I agree.
okay, Haley, you got any more questions for Mr. Titan? This is gonna be the last one, okay? And then I'm out of here.
So,
She's the only one watching right now, which is unbelievable. She stayed on the whole hour. It's it's been a blast, man.
man, I had a great time. Like I said, your show is again much better than mine. I like it. Like the guests. I like how you're interacting and just keep just keep plugging and just plug it in, man. Just keep going. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Just like I
I
said, the most
I
important thing is to enjoy
I
what you do.
go ahead, man.
Just enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the people that you meet and interact with.
What? share my Twitter link out. Share my YouTube link out on Twitter and tell people to show up.
And you know what? One of your hardest things is to do, Beth. I think you could do it better on is letting people finish their sentences before you interrupt.
It's
I
very,
know you're trying. I know you are trying really hard. It's hard, isn't it? To let. I know.
it's very, very, very extremely hard.
For you, it is. I know it is. But that's one thing we can work on. Okay. That's the only thing I see, and you're quite funny. I think you're
Well,
hilarious.
I think you're great, Bryce. I mean,
I
what
do
you're
too.
doing is you're good at starting conversation. It's easy to follow, and
Really?
you shoot all the questions. I had trouble,
I'm,
to be honest with you, when I
I'm
first started.
actually,
See? Let him finish.
Yeah.
go ahead, man. I'm sorry about that.
No, I had like I said, I had some trouble in the beginning when I would interview people and stuff, just actually like listening to the conversations and stuff. I would be so focused on trying to ask another question that I wouldn't even listen to a person. So I mean, you do
Yeah.
good. You listen and you interact. So you're doing a lot better than me, man.
He knows a lot about that game too, about football.
Oh,
Things I
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Because he is into it. It's like he's there on the
Um,
field with him.
what's your initial thoughts on Caleb Foley next year?
Hopefully, we can see more production on him on the field and stuff. I know that injury cost him a lot of playing time, but hopefully he got more experience watching the game and in practice and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm not too high on him, but I mean we'll see what happens. I mean, look what happened with Jeffrey Simmons.
When I did that live reaction for the Jacksonville Jaguars game, I kind of lost my voice. Man, it was so hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, man.
I couldn't talk after the Bengals game.
Oh, I couldn't either. I was so mad.
Yeah, I was mad. I was screaming. My voice was all hoarse and stuff. I had to get some warm honey
Uh,
and water, and that's it.
Super Bowl, I was mad too then because I thought they played like what do you call it? They played crappy.
they played
Not that
dirty.
they played crappy, they played dishonestly.
Mr.Titan, they actually played dirty as hell.
Yes, they did. They sure did.
And I do
Dirty.
not like Spain on the Bengals. He's a trash. He eats trash
They nearly
out
that
of the
one guy's
garbage
neck.
can,
They grabbed a hold of his
which is he
helmet,
shouldn't do.
and the ref didn't catch it neither. I don't see how not, but they didn't.
Did you hear what I said about Spain?
Yeah, he after that he was tweeting a bunch of stuff to Jeffrey Simmons and this and that. But I mean, that's the thing with social media nowadays, that these players have these outlets to go on these, say whatever they want, and then they delete the tweet after. But I mean,
But I'm not a guy. I'm not a guy that's gonna do that. And I'm kind of happy for Tannehill next year. I would continue to cheer him on and support him, and he's my quarterback.
I'm
there
hoping
you
I'll
go,
I'm
100%.
and not get hurt.
I'm very thankful for Tannehill, what he done
He hung in there for
in the
sure.
past.
Yep, I agree with you. I mean, like I said, whoever's under center, I'm rooting for regardless. I mean, I wasn't a biggest. I'm still not a big Mariota guy, but I mean, if Mariota's in, guess who I'm rooting for? Mariota to do good, and that's how I am, and that's how I'm going to continue to support
I
Tannehill.
actually thought Mariota was gonna be the guy,
A lot of people did. A lot of people thought he was. He's very athletic, but he's
but
very
uh,
quick. But he just
what? Hold on. I'm gonna let you go first, man. I'm sorry.
oh, that's all right, buddy. It just he just didn't have the accuracy. He didn't have the accuracy. He didn't have the deep ball. He had his legs that worked out, but again, the Titans kind of used him they wanted him to be a pocket passer, and in college, and that's not how he played. And I mean, if you're a pocket passer, you're gonna have to make those those passes in double coverage or in tight spots. And like I said, he didn't have that. Unfortunately, he's a good guy though. He's a really nice guy.
It's Mr. Titan. I want to say this real quick. It's not easy. It's not easy for a quarterback to throw any ball for like a mobile quarterback like Josh Allen. He can throw a deep ball and 75 yards, and which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Josh Allen is a pretty legit quarterback, as we saw
I
in the playoffs and stuff.
I actually
I have one thing to say about
I
Tannehill.
actually wish we had that guy on the Titans. He would be a freakish athlete.
What Tannehill lost his crew. I mean, he had no running backs for the ball there at the last. He had all of them back in at the end of the game, but you know, it didn't count anymore because they got what do you call it? Wasn't
They
in the same circle anymore.
they got shut down.
Yeah, because they lost it. They had the groove on when all the players ran, and he knew who to throw to at the time and where they were going to be, and then all that was just gone. So who was he going to throw to? You know, and that's what I think happened.
He had AJ Brown out there,
But then he didn't.
which is very. Did you like that game where AJ Brown went off in the 49ers game?
Did I like what?
I said, did you like that game where AJ Brown went off in the 49ers
Yeah,
game?
man, that was good. That was the second half. He just that's what we need. We need a. He just you ever played NBA Jams? You ever play that game where you start scoring on with the same player like 3 times, he catches on fire and then no one can stop him. That's what AJ Brown was that game. He caught everything.
Hey, man, I wish I had that game on the TV, but I couldn't watch it because it was on freaking NFL Network.
Yeah, because it was a Thursday night game.
That's okay.
It was weird. I tried to get it off of YouTube, but it kept on cutting me off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just watched 5 minutes of it, and I don't know what made me madder. That was the game. The game was good.
It just pissed me off.
We missed that one, didn't we, Brian? Most of it. You watch it on your phone.
But next year, I think the Titans are gonna go in there pissed off.
I think we're going to the Super Bowl next year. I think we will be going to the Super Bowl. Whether we win it or not is a whole different story, but we are going. So be ready.
Here we go.
I'm serious. Be ready. I got that feeling. Ask Bryce. I get a vibe about a winning team or who's going to win. It comes true, don't it, Bryce?
Yeah.
Win the Super Bowl. The Rams. Who did I say is going to win the Super Bowl? The Rams.
I actually like the way the Rams played.
They didn't try to kill anybody. You know?
The freaking Bengals are cheaters and
cheaters, they just
and they're dirty.
They just play dirty. They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Are you there, man?
Yeah, I'm absolutely here. I'm listening. Yeah, I mean, I was going for the Rams, for the Super Bowl. I wanted them to win. I like Stafford. I like him.
I was kind of rooting.
You were torn, wasn't you, baby, until you start seeing the Bengals play shitty or cheaty, not shitty, cheaty. I guess you would say.
I was very upset with the way the Titans played in that Bengals game.
Me too, man. I saw it. I saw it in person. It was rough.
Yes, it was.
I watched it on the
We were so
TV.
heartbroken. I thought Bryce, I thought I was gonna cry, and Bryce just sat there stunned. He didn't know what to think.
Man, I would have literally shed a tear if we would have went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Bryce. I sat after the game was done and the Bengals everyone left Nissan. Half of Nissan Stadium left. I sat in my seat for about a good 45 minutes, just
Um,
Shocked. Yes,
just shocked, just
we was
just
too.
yeah.
We was too. And I told Bryce, hey, you win some
it,
and lose some. We got always got next year. Come on
why,
now. I know.
like she said to me, she said, why can't we lose as a team? Why can't we draw as a team?
I said, well, we can win as a team.
As
Why can't we
well.
lose as a team as well?
Yeah, well, that was the final picture, Bryce. Look at that in Nissan Stadium. Sad day.
You were pissed off.
I was very upset.
That's what we were too. I was shocked. Actually.
But she had to fly home.
Yep. The next morning I had to go. I actually had to wake up. I left. I think I left Nashville at 5 in the morning, and I worked the next day. And I went to work, and I was just yeah, it was bad.
It's
That was a rough day, wasn't it?
Oh,
so how many days do you work, man, a week?
5, 5.
I definitely look forward to getting a Mr. Titan shirt.
Yeah, definitely, buddy. We'll definitely make that happen. We'll definitely, like I said with Haley, we'll definitely make it a
I'll send,
priority for you to
I'll
come
send you my address information and stuff like that.
for sure. Absolutely.
Why is that hour up yet? Because this old girl's wore out.
It's 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 an hour and 16 minutes. Um, yeah, Haley said she was shocked for the rest of the night.
Yeah, she was. The rest of the night, she was heartbroken.
I bet she was literally crying after that game.
Yeah, she was completely wet. Yeah, she was tears.
Um, so how did you become a Titans fan?
Um, I started. My dad was a big. My dad got me into football, but he liked the Dolphins. He loved Dan Marino. So when I was little, I'd watch a bunch of Dan Marino stuff. To be honest with you, I wanted to kind of separate, and I ended up picking the Titans, and I loved Eddie George. As again, Eddie George is my favorite Titans player of all time, and yeah, I just went with that.
I kinda um Mr. Titan. I um that that Miami Dolphins quarterback you were just talking about
Dan Marino,
is a true legend.
yeah, he's one heck of a player.
But and the quarterbacks are not very good this year in the draft.
Yeah, but again, you never know, Bryce. You never know. Look, Tom Brady went in the 6th or 7th round, and you just never know what you're gonna get.
Tom Brady had an impressive career.
So,
Um Okay, I'm going to get out of here and as soon as I get my phone back, I will post this out on Twitter and give you a big shout out
Absolutely, man. Like,
on and
like I said, Bryce, it's been an honor to be on the show. Like I said, I really, really enjoy it. Love what you're doing. Like I said, keep going, keep doing it. And the most important part about doing YouTube videos, this and that, is uh, just enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy meeting people, talking to people. Because that's what I think I
it,
enjoy the most. You know.
it's been one heck of a journey so far. I'm looking I'm looking forward to getting some other people on as well. I'm looking forward to get Gerald McGrath on.
Well, definitely. Like I said, uh, we'll definitely get Gerald on. But this is what Gerald sent me. So but yeah, we'll definitely try to get Gerald back on and talk.
Haley said she again. I like I said. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and shout out to you for watching for sure.
Yeah.
Um. So, man, I'm gonna let you go here in just a minute, but I want to talk to you about something else too. Um, what the funny story is, I got Gerald McGrath to follow me,
Nice.
and I reached out to him a couple months ago, right? And I asked him if he was okay and stuff like that after the tornado damage was going on, and he said we're fine, man. Tighten up.
Nice.
And I really like I really like the fact that I'm able to meet so many people on Twitter. It's a blessing to have you, man.
Oh, likewise, buddy. I'm like I said, I'm honored to call you my friend.
Oh, for sure, man. Maybe I can get Titans Rossi on one day.
Yeah, maybe. That's for
He's
sure.
gonna have he's gonna have Eddie O'Reilly on his channel Saturday morning, and Haley.
Yeah.
And
You want me to tell you a secret, Bryce?
what?
You know who's gonna have Haley and Eddie Friday?
What?
This guy right here.
What?
I'm gonna have Eddie and Haley on Friday. We're gonna do one Friday morning or Friday afternoon. I already talked to Eddie. So boom.
That's pretty funny on Twitter.
Yeah. Mr. Titan has some connections. He can make things work sometimes.
Actually, I think you should get some of the Titans players to help him as well.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree with you.
Haley did a great thing on Twitter. She actually created a GoFundMe, which is pretty awesome to do.
Yeah,
And the goal is $10,000.
nice. Yeah, we'll get there definitely.
She said, she said, breaking news. Right here, right here is the comment. Okay, so what's the breaking news?
Oh no, the break. I think she was talking about that I was gonna have her and Eddie on the show tomorrow. I think that was the breaking news.
I will, Mr. Titan, I want to give you a big shout out for coming on, and you were running a little behind, but hey,
I'm
so
sorry.
what?
I'm sorry about that again.
You were still here. You made it.
Yes, sir. I told you, like I said, I wouldn't miss it. I left the movie early, just a tad bit early, but we made it. We made it happen. Like I said, thank you for.
Yes. She's so funny on Twitter.
Yeah.
It just gets me hyped up. She actually did something today on Twitter. She shared a TikTok video of um I feel attacked or something, and she dyed her hair or something like that. I can't remember what it was. I said that's a bummer. Laugh out loud. I love the comments. Thank you.
Awesome.
It's so funny to interact with you.
You see the laughy emoji?
It's a blessing to have you as a friend, Haley, and I appreciate you for coming on the show. And prayers out to your friend Eddie for sure,
Yep.
and his wife and his dog Jack and his daughter Marsha. Is that right?
Yep. That's correct.
I gotta get something to drink, man. My throat's dry.
I'm telling you, when you go on these live streams, man, that it happens like that. I think the dog's name is Cookie. Is the dog's name Cookie? I don't know.
The other night I said something to Haley. I said every time you put that King Henry shirt on, this reminds me of you, stiff arming Josh Norman.
Nice. That was a good sip on.
And I said something to you as well.
Yeah, I remember.
That's gonna be you every time you come on the show, man.
I like it. I like that.
And that's gonna be Haley every time she puts that King Henry shirt on.
You're just wearing that shirt right now.
Okay, Don't stiff on the wall. Oh, I kinda, I kinda like that shirt. To be honest, where'd you get that from?
Yeah, she'll send you a link on where to pick that shirt up.
Hey man, we've been here for over an hour and a half.
That's what I'm talking about.
This, uh, this is gonna be put out on YouTube officially in the morning, and
Alright, dude, it's time.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to log off and go eat, man, because I'm starving.
All right, buddy. You gonna have a buffalo wrap?
I love you heavily and thank you for watching. And I want to give you a big shout out, by the way, for coming on.
Definitely.
And Haley too.
Y'all are great people, man. We'll talk to y'all later, okay?
My throat's so dry, man.
Go get some water. Go get some food, buddy. All right. You have a good night.
You're hilarious.
I'm gonna have to get a drink of my water here.
Yeah.
Can I have a drink of it?
You can.
Like now?
Right, you sure? Here you go.
Um.
Easy, relax.
Oh.
Easy, easy, easy.
I actually have a bottle of water right now. I'm fixing to chug it for you.
There you go. Like it for the boys. There you go, Bryce.
Yeah. I have another one on the way.
That's one of my magic tricks for after.
I like it. I like it, man.
After a show, every time I get somebody on, after the show, I'm gonna chug a water.
There we go. That'll be your thing.
Mm. She said, chug, chug, chug. I did. It was good, but not cold.
Room temperature.
I actually like ice cold water, which is really good for you, man. And the thing about ice cold water is good for your body. And uh, that's pretty much what I drink all the time is water.
Chocolate milk.
Hey man, I'm gonna have to log off. And
Right.
thank you, Haley, for watching. And I appreciate you for everything you done for your friend Eddie, and shout out to Eddie for making it out safe.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Amen.
And it means a lot to me for watching, and thank you, Mr. Titan, for coming on as well.
Relax.
And
Tell him good night.
I appreciate you, and I will definitely get you on right before the season starts.
For sure, for sure.
Talk to y'all later. Move on. Good night.
All right. Have a good night, buddy. All right.
Good night, you too. All right.
Good job.
See ya.